Welcome back to Past Quest, where we uncover the most fascinating chapters of Earth's history. Today, we're going back 541 million years to witness one of the most extraordinary moments in the history of life, the Cambrian explosion. Imagine a time when life on Earth suddenly burst into diversity, with complex organisms emerging in the oceans for the first time. What caused this sudden leap in evolution? And how did it shape the world as we know it today? Let's dive into the Cambrian explosion and explore this momentous event. Before the Cambrian explosion, Earth's biosphere looked vastly different from the one we know today. Life was simple and mostly microscopic, consisting mainly of single-celled organisms like bacteria and algae. While some multicellular organisms had started to emerge during the late Precambrian era, these early life forms were still very primitive. The seas were dominated by soft-bodied creatures like Ediacaran fauna strange, simple organisms that we can only see through fossil evidence today. But something extraordinary was about to happen. Over the span of just a few million years, Earth's oceans became teeming with life that was more complex, diverse, and competitive than ever before. The Cambrian explosion refers to a relatively short period in geological time, around 20 to 25 million years, when there was a rapid diversification of life forms on Earth. During this period, most of the major animal groups, known as phyla that exist today first appeared in the fossil record. Before this event, the majority of organisms were soft-bodied, making fossilization rare. But as complex life forms evolved, many developed hard parts like shells and exoskeletons, which fossilized more easily. This gave rise to an explosion of fossils, revealing a world filled with a rich diversity of creatures that had never been seen before. For the first time, predators roamed the seas, hunting prey that evolved defenses like spines and protective coverings. The Cambrian period marks the beginning of ecosystems as we recognize them today, with different species occupying various ecological niches. The Cambrian explosion introduced some of the most fascinating creatures that ever lived. Let's meet a few of the key players. Trilobites. Perhaps the most iconic of all Cambrian creatures, trilobites were among the first animals to develop complex, hard exoskeletons. These arthropods roamed the ocean floors and would eventually survive for hundreds of millions of years. Anomalocaris. A true apex predator of the Cambrian seas, Anomalocaris was a terrifying, shrimp-like creature with large, grasping appendages to capture prey. It was a symbol of the new predator-prey dynamics in the Cambrian oceans. Opabinia. One of the more bizarre Cambrian creatures, Opabinia had 5 eyes and a long, trunk-like appendage used to grasp food. Its appearance may seem strange, but it reflects the experimentation of nature during this explosive time. Wiwaxia. A strange, slug-like animal covered in spines and scales, Wiwaxia is an example of how early animals developed defenses to survive in a world full of new predators. The question that still puzzles scientists is, why did life suddenly diversify during the Cambrian period? While the exact cause remains debated, several key factors likely contributed to this evolutionary burst. Oxygen levels. One leading theory suggests that a significant increase in Earth's atmospheric oxygen allowed larger and more complex organisms to evolve. Oxygen is crucial for the metabolism of complex animals. So this boost in oxygen levels may have provided the energy needed for more active and complex life forms. Genetic innovations. The development of genetic innovations, such as the evolution of the *Hox genes that control body plans, might have played a major role in allowing new forms of life to arise. These genes allowed for the creation of diverse body structures, such as limbs, segments, and specialized organs. Ecological complexity. As new predators and prey emerged, ecological relationships became more complex. This drove an evolutionary arms race where prey species evolved defenses and predators evolved more efficient ways to hunt. This dynamic accelerated the development of more specialized and diverse species. Glaciation and geological changes. The period leading up to the Cambrian explosion saw major geological changes. Glaciations during the late Precambrian might have spurred evolutionary innovation by creating new habitats and challenges for life to adapt to. The Cambrian explosion was a turning point in Earth's history, setting the stage for all future evolution. Most of the basic body plans we see in animals today can be traced back to this period. In fact, many of the organisms from the Cambrian period have direct descendants living today, albeit in evolved forms. This explosion of life didn't just shape the animals we know today, but also defined the development of ecosystems and food chains. The evolutionary innovations that emerged during this time gave rise to the first ecosystems that resemble the complex ones we see in modern oceans, forests, and other habitats. The Cambrian explosion was one of the most significant events in the history of life, giving rise to nearly all the major groups of animals we see today. It was a time of great innovation, competition, and diversity, a true evolutionary Big Bang. If you found this journey into the past fascinating, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Past Quest for more deep dives into Earth's ancient history. Until next time, keep exploring and keep wondering. Like and subscribe for more historical and evolutionary content. Comment below on which Cambrian creature you found the most interesting. Share this video with friends who love science and history,